Over the past few years, the hype surrounding Final Fantasy VII Remake has eluded me. I'm 22 years old, so the original game is literally older than I am, and when I was a kid, I had no idea what a Final Fantasy even was, even though I owned a PlayStation at the time. Fast forward to 2016. I still had yet to play a Final Fantasy game, but in an effort to understand what all the fuss was about, I convinced myself and my friend at the time to purchase Final Fantasy XV, and for what the game was, I enjoyed it. But it didn't draw me into the series like I thought it would. So I just assumed, yeah, this series isn't for me, and left it at that. And then, the trailers for Final Fantasy VII Remake started to drop. And I saw the reactions on the internet and YouTube. I saw people tearing up at the opening cutscene of the game, and I saw people cheer when they saw the Honeybee Inn section first teased. I saw the passion for the game that these fans were displaying, and honestly, I couldn't help but be caught up in the hype. And now, here we are. Final Fantasy VII Remake made me wistful and sentimental for the characters and location that were almost entirely new to me. The game welcomes players, old and new, into its world like an old friend who just can't wait to catch up with you. It does not require that you know your way around Midgar, or that you know Cloud's complicated backstory to get emotionally invested. There are several pieces to this game that make it so effective at presenting itself to new players. First off, I have to talk about the music. Final Fantasy VII's music is already timeless and iconic. Even though I've never played the original Final Fantasy VII, I recognize a large amount of the music used in this game. There are breathtaking grand orchestral pieces, epic heavy electric guitar riffs, and emotionally poignant electronic music at times. Sometimes a blend of all three and more. The soundtrack in this game is absolutely massive, with numerous revisions and remixes to every classic tune, to dynamically swap in depending on what's happening in the game. The music elevates powerful moments and cleverly alludes to future events in a way that smartly plays on the expectations of old fans, and new players who may be aware of critical spoilers from the original. There was not a single moment in the game where I thought this music wasn't interesting to listen to, and at the peaks, I was pumping my fist and yelling like a madman. The second reason why Final Fantasy VII Remake succeeds at making me feel all gooey inside is the characters. The writers and the voice actors have done such a fantastic job of making all the characters interesting and likable, while still maintaining their flaws. Cloud is irritable and distant, but under all those prickly edges is a kind and heroic person, and his journey from where he is emotionally at the beginning of the game to the end is not rushed at all. The game takes its time, and gives Cloud new lessons to learn about being a hero with every main character he interacts with in the story. And every playable character has meaningful moments with each other, and each possible pair gets a mission or two to flesh out the relationship dynamic of the group. By the end, you really feel like this ragtag group of eco-terrorists is a family who would sacrifice their lives for each other. And lastly, the crucial facet of this game that I feel truly gives the story the impact that it sets out to deliver is, well, the story itself. Whether or not you've finished the game, it is likely that you've heard of the controversy surrounding its ending, and the implications of where the story might go from here. And an often cited point in reviews that I've noticed is that these reviewers, who for the most part have all played the original game, doubt that the game will have as satisfying of an ending without the foreknowledge of what's to come. But I can say wholeheartedly, as a person who knew nothing about Final Fantasy VII aside from a major spoiler, that I was very worried going into this game. I was worried that the knowledge of key moments in the future of the story would rob the game of impact and tension. Because after all, how could I possibly care about these characters when their fates have been predetermined, and their story is shackled to a different game? Thankfully, It seems like the developers asked themselves the same questions. If this game released with the exact same story as the original, no one would be talking about it. There wouldn't be 3-hour-long podcasts of people debating the implications of story changes. And there wouldn't be this hunger in me to know what happens next. I eagerly await the next part of this grand story, and I am comforted by the knowledge that even if I play through the original Final Fantasy VII today, I will still be surprised by what the next entry in the remake brings. It's that comfort that makes me so happy with this game. The developers took a massive risk changing what was already one of the most acclaimed stories in video games, and honestly, I couldn't be happier with how they handled it. Hey everyone, this is Aiden, or the Rogue Program. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. If you did make it to the end, please leave a like if you liked it, or a dislike if you didn't, and leave a comment down below with your favorite or least favorite thing about Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is the first of many reviews and other videos that I'll be making on this channel. Other stuff I have planned is a Jackbox stream on twitch.tv/TheRogueProgram with a couple of my friends, which I will also be posting on this channel. As of recording this video, my streaming schedule is not locked down quite yet, so if you want to know about an upcoming stream, you can follow my Twitter @TheRogueProgram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.